About the recent the fire on board the express pearl ship near the Colombo port city and the Colombo harbour, and the subsequent huge environmental ecocide. It's like genocide, an ecocide of the whole beaches, the beautiful beaches of Sri Lanka in the west coast that got damaged, and subsequently we have seen the International Criminal Courts in Hague, Netherlands, is considering, making ecocide a international crime. Similar to genocide, but here the problem is Sri Lanka can soon get categorized as a rogue state, with genocides like Molavaika, Tamil genocides, and ecocides like Colombo Port City Express per ship, damaging our beaches and our marine life, turtles, every fish, and not only that, the government doesn't have a policy about fishing on the waters for the fishermen after the incident, because as I said earlier, similar to the chemical fertilizer being banned because it comes to the human body, the poisons, the government said, through the vegetables. Well, then in that case, see why the government doesn't have a ban on the fishing then? Because on this affected area, because the chemical ship express pearl ships chemicals will get mixed with the seawater, and the fish who swallow the water will get the chemicals, and the people will get ill soon because of this incident. So government doesn't have a fishing banning policy here, but government actions clearly points towards an ecocide and then getting the US dollars from these fishing companies. This will soon make Sri Lanka another rogue state like North Korea. So in order to prevent this, I think the government, Ministry of Fisheries, Mr. Kanchana Vijayasekara must, come on a policy about the particular areas fishing and around the country, because this is the worst ecocide ever, similar to the genocide, right, in the world history. So, in that case, what is important is to ban fishing, and then, we know that anyway, fishing or killing fish and making an industry out of it is an individual morality related decision, which those poor people have decided to do, because even though they are educated enough to know that it's not really within their morals when it comes to fishing, but still they do because they don't have any other option, and due to being certain other reasons. So in that case, I think now it's a good opportunity to the fishermen, the Roman Catholic fishermen along the coastal circumference around the country, to think about shifting from this industry, rather than doing an industry against one's own heart's morality, but rather shift to a situation like negotiating with another country's fishermen to fish on their seas, and then buy the bulk fish from them and then trade them. So these fishermen's lives can be further developed through that, because their moral decision not to harm life even of a fish, or will help them to develop and think in a better way, a more development brain, mind, cognition process, and develop their lives, families, and businesses by doing the trading of fish from the nearby countries, rather than doing fishing, killing fishing, and doing it themselves. I think this is a better option during these pandemic periods to be considered by the Sri Lankan Roman Catholic fishermen around the coastal circumference around the island nation.